Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a tutorial on this look, which is like a fall, like, I don't know, like brown smoky eye, I guess. I don't know. I kind of came up, I had an inspiration for this look, and it is this picture right here. Actually two pictures. So these two pictures right here inspired this. And I wanted it to kind of be like a simple video today. To be completely honest, I'm not in the best uplifted spirits currently at the moment, so but it's still Friday, it's still Fab Friday, so I still have to show up and show out for you guys. So yeah, if you're not a part of my tribe, go ahead down below and hit the subscribe button. If you like this look already, go ahead and give it a thumbs up before we even get started. I'm not going to do too much rambling today. The next part of the video is going to be just a voiceover. I'm not going to be doing too much talking during it. It's going to be explaining what products I used to achieve this look. So without any further ado, let's get into this video. All right, so if you follow me on Facebook, you know that I have given up on styling my hair for the rest of the year, and I was very dead serious about that. So get used to this new fro, okay? Because if it's not going to be in a fro, it's going to be in a wig. So you either get two for the remainder of the year, except my birthday. I might actually style my hair. But anyway, so starting off with the brows, nothing special here. I'm using my spoolie. You know what? I didn't even want to sit here and explain this. If you want to know how I do my eyebrows, go and check out my eyebrow and false eyelash tutorial, the best eyebrow and lash tutorial. And it will show you how I do my eyebrows and how to put on false lashes. Now moving on to primer, I'm using the Too Faced Major Hangover Primer. I've actually grown to really like this primer. Most of the time, I'll just use my priming essence from Touch and Soul, I think. But this is a really great primer. Like, it's super hydrating. It feels almost like a lotion. It goes on smooth. It's lightweight. Yeah, it's great. I love it. And now we're priming our lids. So I'm priming my lids using my P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade Rumor Number 4. And for this base specifically, instead of using my fingers like I have in the past with other eyeshadow primers, I prefer to use a brush or like a mini buffer brush to buff it out. Technically, this brush that I'm using right now is not a buffer brush. It is a crease brush, I think. Yeah, an overall like crease brush from Real Technique. But I've been using it as a buffer brush and it works perfectly fine. So that is what I'm doing here right before we apply eyeshadow. For today's look, I'll be working from my Morphe palette, which I really feel like I use this palette every single day. But I mean, it's a great palette, so why not? But this is the palette, 35M palette, Boss Mood, from Morphe. And I am using, well, if you saw before, I'm focusing mainly in like the browns and reds section. Unfortunately, this palette, I think I have mentioned this before in other videos, does not have name descriptions for these colors. So I'm going to try my best to sit here and describe these colors to you guys. So yeah, this should be interesting. So the first color that I'm using as my transition color, and I'm using a blending brush. Using a blending brush? Yes, a fluffy blending brush from BH Cosmetics. and I am taking kind of like a brick red. At least it looks more of a wine red on my face, but in the actual palette it is like a brick red. And I will see if I can actually maybe pop a picture in here so you can see what colors I'm working with, because yeah, trying to describe all these colors is probably going to end up being a disaster. The next shade that I'm using directly in my crease, using my Morphe M506 brush, I am dipping into the lighter, or I'd say the lightest of the 4 brown shades that are in this palette. Once again, I am going to show you a picture because I'm so sorry. But it is brown, but it is a light brown. And I am using that to blend into my crease. And then from there, I am blending both colors into each other to create more of a seamless blended effect. Now the next shade that I'm going in is the darkest of the 4 browns that are in that palette, and I'm using my Morphe E22 brush to apply and blend that. Now I'm gonna be quite honest, I feel like this was probably a poor brush choice, but I was already in the thick of it, so you know, I had to commit. But yeah, I used my E22 brush with a little bit of a struggle because the E22 brush is a blending brush, but it's not as like fluffy and flowy, so I have to work more. Well, I have to work with it a little bit more. So after finally coming to my senses, I decided to just go ahead and switch the brush because I was going into another color anyway, and it just wasn't about to work out. So now I'm actually using a black. So I took the black shade from that Morphe palette, and I'm using my M139 brush, which is also a blending brush. It is a tapered blending brush, but it is so easy to work with. It's flowy, it's fluffy. I honestly don't even know why I have that freaking M whatever from something brush. Anyway, but that's the brush that I'm using now, the M139 brush, and I'm kind of just blending everything together now. So I'm trying to concentrate, well, I concentrated the black shade more on the bottom of my lid, but then instead of taking more color, I just went ahead and blended all of it together. And another thing that I'm also doing using this brush, I am just dragging all of the color out to the outer corner of my eye because I want to kind of create you know, like a triangular winged effect. I don't really honestly know what you call that. I just kind of say I just blow it out. Can you guys just blow out the eyeshadow on the outer corner of my eye, because I'm not going to be applying eyeliner for this look because I mean I already have dark shadow all over my lid, so the eyeliner wouldn't even show up. Honestly, I'm done. The eyeshadow look is really done. It's just the 3 colors actually, is it 3 or 4? No, 4 colors. The red, the light brown, the dark brown, and then the black. So as you can see here, I'm focusing the black more on the very, very bottom of my lid. But then I'm going ahead and using the same brush and blending everything together and smoking everything out. And now we're moving on to foundation. I'm using the foundation that I normally use, which is that I started using recently, but now it is a staple, which is the Makeup Revolution like Skin foundation. I really, really like this foundation. It goes on really smooth. It goes on really even. And I don't know how I feel about this sponge though. This is the e.l.f. sponge, and I've been testing it out for, I would say, about maybe 2-3 weeks now, and it's okay in terms of like the bounce, but I don't know, like it's very porous. The sponge itself is very, very porous, and I feel like sometimes the texture on that sponge comes off in my foundation, or comes up on my makeup. So I don't know, it's a little weird. Like sometimes I feel like, okay, this is doing its job, it's doing okay, and then other times I'm like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. For my concealer today, I am using the Too Faced Sweet Peach Concealer Pot, and I'm using the shade Peanut Butter. This concealer has been a game changer. I love this concealer so much. I normally do not use concealer pots. Most of the time, I either use a concealer with a brush tip or a doe foot. I think it's a doe foot applicator. Yeah. Either way, it always has an applicator, but this time I'm using this with a brush, and it is matte instant coverage. I think that's what it says on the package. But it's definitely worth it. I got lucky and got it on sale, so a win for me. But yeah, this is a concealer that I've been using actually since I got it. This is the only concealer that I've been using. I'm using my ColourPop banana powder here, and I don't know if you can tell, but if you look, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see. The sponge is giving off a little bit of texture. Like when I'm putting on my powder with my concealer, because I don't normally bake, just in everyday makeup. I don't do the whole baking thing because it dries out my skin and just starts to look weird. But even though I'm only using, just a normal regular amount of powder that I use here, I still feel like I'm getting a little bit of texture. And that's why I'm like continuing to just try to like blend and blend and blend, because it's just not, I don't know, it's not working for me. I need to figure out some things. Yeah. Now I'm using bronzer. I finally got myself a bronzer, and this bronzer is from Item Beauty, and it came with this, well, it didn't come with the bronzer brush, but I also happened to get the bronzing brush. And let me tell you, I prefer bronzing over doing contour any day. I just feel like contour just takes so much time and effort, and it just, I don't know, and sometimes it just looks a little wacky. So I just feel like bronzing is a lot better. It adds dimension and shape and color back into your face without it having to be so super, I don't know, just structured and just having to take so long. But yeah, this powder is really good. I really enjoy doing that. And then always after I do my bronzer, I do my blush. And the blush palette that I'm using is from Makeup Revolution, and it is their Golden Sugar. Yes, Golden Sugar blush palette. Now, to be honest, this blush palette is mostly highlighters, and then there's like one blush that's kind of like a muted brown, like a nude blush. I've really been into nude blushes lately. I think it's the season. I think it's the fall season getting to me. But yeah, so I'm using a mix of that muted nude blush from the Golden Sugar palette, and then I'm using another blush from another Makeup Revolution palette, which I think is also called something sugar, but it is a pink blush, and I'm just mixing those two together to create the color that I want. Now this highlighter is also from the Golden Sugar palette, the one with the singular blush in it. Yes, I'm using a highlighter from that palette, and I'm just highlighting my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, and right under my eyebrow, well, where there's just like a tiny bit of space left. So I did skip this part, which I just realized, but I did apply liner to my inner waterline. And now I'm kind of just smudging that liner out, or like smoking it out with a flathead brush. And now, last but not least, the very last step in my makeup process, which I have a deep love-hate relationship with, is applying my lashes. So these lashes are actually my lashes. Hint, hint, I am letting the cat out of the bag. Now I have been working on my own line, coming soon to theaters near you. These are my lashes in the style Madam, and I am applying those to this look because I just think that it gives it a lot of extra body, because you know it's already dark, so I want the lashes to be able to stand out. Alright, so let me tell y'all about this lip combo. Okay, this lip combo, I did the absolute most for this lip combo. Okay, so as you can see here, starting off with a red liner. This is the red retractable pencil liner from NYX, and don't know what it's called, but it's gonna be in the description box below. And then then I'm taking actually this is just a regular generic brown lipstick that I got from the beauty supply store, but it is a dark brown, and I'm going over the liner with that dark brown. And then get this. Then after that, I am taking my Dose of Colors lipstick, and once again, the shade will be in the description box below because I don't have it with me right now at the moment, but it is a brown, like nude color. Take that, blending that in, and then I have one more lip color that I'm adding, which is the Tartist lip paint, which is also in a brown shade, but it's more of a like soft, like nude brown. And then, I just blend it all up together, and I just created this fantastic lip color that I think I'm about to be sporting like for the remainder of fall. Like, I just think it's such a fall color. I think it's really nice, it's cute, it's chic, So yeah, that's what I did. I was very, very proud of my lip combo today. All right, and we are finished with this look, the fall smoky eye look. Honestly, I might not be feeling too hot right now, but I am super excited for fall. Like, I love fall. I love sweaters. I just ordered me a bunch of sweaters. I got me some new fall boots. I already had my jackets and stuff planned out. I'm ready. I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for fall to really, really begin. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week.